Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show.
Which one, old man, that ain't got time? Shake your head. Get that side check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
So the craze now is Pokemon Go, and if you haven't heard of Pokemon Go, I just have to ask one thing. Where the fuck do you live? Pokemon Go is basically taking the ideas of Pokemon, going out in the world, catching them, but you do it on your phone, it's all mobile, and the Pokemon appear in real time in terms of where you're actually walking, they appear there. It's not just done as in like the regular Pokemon games where you walk through a patch of grass, you actually go to places in your real world to find Pokemon. So that's what Pokemon Go is, and people are playing it all around the world, and you're sitting there like, ew, I don't play mobile games, but you're kind of wondering, hey, is it worth playing? I'm going to tell you right now if it is.
Which one, old man, that ain't got time? Shake your head. Get that side check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
So let's talk about the good of Pokemon Go first. One of the best things is the graphics. They're actually pretty cool. All the Pokemon feel very much alive. They're moving around, they're shutting their eyes, they're using their attacks, so everything looks good. It looks very much like the modern 3DS games, if not even a little better at times, and that's thanks to having a more powerful phone. And it's also really cool to see the Pokemon from Gen 1 getting the respect of actually looking like they're in person, because you can catch Pokemon with AR, which basically is virtual reality. So if you're in a parking lot, you're going to throw a Pokeball at, say, Charmander, you're going to see him in the parking lot catching him, and it feels more realistic that way, and it's a ton of fun, and it looks good. Now that we've talked about the actual looking good, I mentioned it is a ton of fun, and the reason why is the whole point of this game is to catch. Now listen, I love Pokemon on the handhelds. I played them since I was a kid. I played Gold and Silver first in Japanese before it was even in English, so I'm a diehard fan when it comes to playing the games. I don't, spend millions of hours, but I always play each entry for quite a bit of time. So this game comes out, and the main focus of this game, more so than the other games where it was, to me, all about battling and getting badges, this is more about collecting, and it's kind of really fun to go collecting with friends. I go with my wife, I went with my buddy. It is super fun to just go around different places in the world, like a beach, or go into a really hot area, or go into an electric plant, stuff like that. You actually go in real life, you'll find Pokemon that represent that. So for example, I went to Chili's and found a Charmeleon, which is kind of cool, because I figured, oh, well, Chili's is really hot, and it's kind of making a joke. That's really cool. On the flip side, when it was thunderstorm outside for like a day here, I caught 2 Pikachu. So stuff like that is really cool, that they reflect what the weather is, where you are, and so on. So catching Pokemon is all done with just holding the Pokeball and throwing it at the Pokemon. The Pokemon. Oh my god, I'm going to get yelled at for that one. Pokemon. And the cool part about it is that you can do it multiple different ways. You can hold it and spin it around, throw it, and then that gives you extra XP. Or you can just straight throw it, but then you have to watch the circle. You want to get it really small for certain Pokemon. It's very, very fun in terms of if you like to just catch the Pokemon in general. Another thing I really do dig, and probably one of my favorite features, is the fact that gyms are done different here. You go to a gym, you battle, you take it over, and then you can power up that gym as long as you're on one of the 3 teams that you can choose at level 5, and then basically own that shit. And if you own it for 24 hours, you get coins, which you can buy stuff with, and you get Stardust, what you use to level up your Pokemon with. So it's very cool to have this feature in the game, because you can actually take over a gym, and everybody going past your gym gets to see that you own that shit, and now they gotta fight you. This is all good stuff. Let's get to the bad. On the flip side, the gym battles, while they have a cool idea, the battles themselves aren't all that fun. Basically, your Pokemon have 2 attacks, and they're done randomly when you catch them. Each Pokemon has randomly made up attacks, mostly suited to what they are, so you're not going to have a Charmander who knows Vine Whip. But the point is that you can have a Bulbasaur who knows Vine Whip and Razor Leaf, but then another Bulbasaur that knows Solar Beam and Vine Whip. So you get to kind of choose who you want in terms of the Pokemon, and throw away the ones you don't want. But in the gym battles, when you fight, you click the just keep tapping it, and they do their regular attacks till you build up your special or your super attack, and then you can hold it to unleash it. And it's fun in a way, but it takes away from the really fun turn-based experience that you've come to know in the handheld games. That's one of my major things I love about the game, and it's really missing here. That really does take away from the battling in this game, and I'm hoping when maybe I can understand it's more in real life, but hoping one-on-one, maybe they give us an option. That's what I'm hoping for. We shall see when the game evolves a little bit further. Also, one other thing that I don't really like and don't really understand is the glitches and freezes that happen in this game. Now listen, it's a big game, it just came out. We are all to expect that. Some of the glitches don't make sense to me, while some I accept. Of course I accept once in a while the game will crash or that it doesn't work. What I don't accept is the fact, or the servers are down, but what I don't accept is the fact when you throw a Pokeball and nothing happens. It's not even loading, it's just nothing is happening, so you have to reset the app. Another thing is sometimes a Pokemon will get so in your fucking screen that you can't see anything. So there are things that I don't understand why these glitches are happening versus servers down, which I expect for such a widely popular game, or the fact that, you know, sometimes it doesn't load because of too many people on the server. Stuff like that I understand. I don't understand these other glitches even after the update that they released last week. Overall though, Pokemon Go...
Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your head. Get that Snapchat, put it in pockets like it's back, going downtown.
Listen, it's a mobile game, and some people hate mobile game, and that's fine. I'm in the middle. I don't love it, I don't play it a lot, but I do like to enjoy myself playing some of them. I like Marvel's Future Fight, I like Marvel the Champions, I like a lot of little games that I can spend, you know, about 5 to 10 minutes every few hours having fun. Pokemon Go is one of the best games in terms of getting your ass out and moving. That's another plus that I didn't mention, but it actually makes me go out and walk. I walked 2.5 miles the other day just to go up the block to see if I could take over a gym and catch some Pokemon. Something that I should do, don't get me wrong, but don't do because I'm so fucking lazy. But going there doing this, it passes time like nothing. I didn't even know I walked the 2.5 miles, and I've actually noticed it checking my weight on the scale. So that is something, a huge bonus that I really love, and it makes Pokemon Go fun because while you're walking, you can do something and just make sure you're paying attention to cars coming by. Plus, it makes me walk the dogs more, who need exercise as well. So, is Pokemon Go worth getting? Well, since it's free, I don't see why not. Just download it and try it out for a little while. What I recommend is put it on your phone, have somebody else do it with you, and then go outside and have some fun. It's a ton of fun that way. If you don't like it, well, that's up to you. But Pokemon Go, in my opinion, is a very fun, easy to play mobile game that doesn't require any real money, though. If you want to spend some, it's very reasonable. I spent $10 to support the creators, and I got a bunch of Pokeballs back. So, go try it out. Pokemon Go, I'm going to give a 7.5 for its core gameplay, but actually, in my honest opinion, the enjoyment I got and what it makes me do, I'm going to go with an 8 because it's great. I'm giving it a 7.5 for more gamer fans, but at a time, I'm giving it an 8 because it's a ton of fun. It's a great little mobile game. Go check it out. Everybody else, if you don't like Pokemon, don't check it out. If you don't like mobile gaming, that's up to you. Anyway, I'm out.